All right, good morning, internet. I'm back. Bike is all loaded up. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning here, and we're headed on our last moto camping trip of the season. Still lots of riding, but the last camp night. Well, maybe. We'll see. We might get out one more time. Here she is. All right, we're off. All right, here we go. Heading out of the city on a short moto camping trip. Really excited for this one. I rented a boat up at Nutimik Lodge, and we are going to go fishing for walleye this morning. And then we're gonna buzz over to the campsite and get all set up. And once we're all set up there, might go for a little ride and either ride some trails or do a hike. I'm not sure yet. Alright, just got through some construction action. Things got a little hairy there for a minute, and I of course didn't have my cameras on, but dodging boats and flying debris, good times. Anyways, this is a great ride out. I'm on 59 right now, and then I'll hit the 44, and I'll take the 44 right to the very end. No, that's not true. I'm not going to West Talk. I'll take the 44 to the 11, then I'll bounce up to 307 and go into the park, and man, I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to fishing. I hope that works out for us. I'm hungry for fishing. It's been a long time, and I'm an avid angler. I just haven't had the time this year to get out nearly as much as I wanted to. So on this ride, I'm expecting to see some really pretty colors. We got a bit of wind today, but that's all right. I think I was mentioning earlier, I'm all wrapped up in Gore-Tex and got my puffy jacket on and some insulation under my riding pants, so it's going to be a beautiful ride. I haven't got my heavy mitts on because I blew out my hand warmer, or my heated grips. So I'm going to have to place down eventually. However, not this year. Well, at least not this fall. We'll just deal with it. Like I said, I've got my heavy gloves, so I don't really care. Alright, here we go. Heading on to the 44. It says 27 kilometers, but I know why. So 27 kilometers to Beausejour, and then it does a little dog leg where we can keep going. If you're already like a road dog, you've been on, you've done tons of touring and all that kind of stuff, you already are well aware of these gizmos. But if you're just getting into it, one of the very first upgrades that I would recommend making that's non-mechanical and surely a comfort thing is a throttle lock. So that thing, it allows you to take your hand off the bar and give your wrist a rest. It makes a huge difference when you're riding long distances. I absolutely love it. I don't know how I lived without it before I put one on the bike. And there's a whole bunch of different styles. Some of them you can get hooked so they hook into your front brake. So if you go to brake and it immediately turns the throttle lock off. This one's got a little button that you've got to press, which immediately releases it. You can still move your throttle with the thing locked, but it's yeah, you just got to remember to hit that button before you plan on doing any serious braking. Which I hear some of you saying throttle locks are dangerous. Yeah, I suppose you're right, but I think as long as you use them appropriately, like when you're not stuck in traffic on the highway, or you're not taking a bunch of crazy corners. Here in Manitoba, it's so flat, straight that you can kind of go quite a ways. Next season. This year I've been lucky in that I've been able to take out a whole bunch of new riders, reconnect with some old riders that, friends of mine that have been riding for years that we haven't been able to spend a bunch of time recently together, as, we all have families and kids, all that kind of fun stuff. So this summer has been great for that. This season, in terms of off-road riding, there has been some, but not nearly as much as I would have liked. And especially on the camera, because one of the things I really want to start showing you guys is some great ADV routes, and there are a ton of them in this province. So next season, I'm hoping that I've got a couple of big trips planned that I'm not going to share with you quite yet, but they are they're multi-day, multi-week adventures, and we're out. Well, one of them for sure we'll call an expedition. So I look forward to sharing that one with you next year. Now here's some of that beautiful fall color I was talking about. Those trees. And it's amazing. We've just hit the season pretty well dead on. I mean, in the next week or so, I'm going to say most of these leaves are going to be down. So I'm going to have to come up with some great bike-related content to get us all through the winter this year. So, I imagine most of you are, facing the same thing I am, with snows coming in the next month or 6 weeks or so, and an end to a riding season. We'll come up with some really fun stuff to do, to talk about over the winter. We'll do a podcast. I've got to do some product reviews. But it's stuff that I've had forever. So it's not new stuff. Nobody's given me this stuff. It's this shit that I've accumulated over years of backcountry camping and moto camping and canoeing and all that kind of fun stuff. And it's just things that I use on every trip. And I've pretty well got my system nailed now, so I'm very rarely bringing more than I need. A couple of luxuries, of course, but... So I'll share that with you guys. Stuff that I know that actually lasts and is worth spending your hard-earned money on. And the best part is, because, I am by no stretch, by no means a rich person. This stuff is all thoroughly affordable and it works well. So, yeah, you're going to see all that stuff. That'll be a new thing we do. I don't know if it'll be weekly or bi-weekly like the current lineup is, but... figure that out once we run out of riding. I don't want to run out of riding. So where I'm going to try and go fishing today is on Nutimik Lake. Target is going to be walleye. Of course, I'll take whatever I can get. I am not a professional angler by any stretch. I mentioned earlier that I'm really into, I love fly fishing. I didn't even bother bringing my fly rod this time because I just don't want to dick around. I want to actually catch a fish or two and eat them. So I've got some bottom bouncers and spinning rigs, a bunch of jigs, different rubber tails, a couple of spoons even just for the heck of it. Nutimik is on a Lake Winnipeg river. It's really just a wide spot in the river. Nutimik holds walleye, pike, bass, perch, and sturgeon actually. and I'm not going to be targeting sturgeon today at all. Because, yeah, well, first of all, I don't even think you can target sturgeon in Manitoba anymore, but you can get them on your line every once in a while. But I am really hoping it's a walleye, pike, or bass. Really, this time of year, the water's nice and cool again, and Indio, though, even perch, all of those fish are going to taste absolutely phenomenal. And that's what I'm really hoping for tonight for Over the Fire, is to fry some fish up. This is a lovely ride. Whoa. 2x4 on the ground there. That's awesome. Alright, fishing is happening. So far 5 fish caught, 2 keepers, and we're going to hope for another couple of keepers. Then we'll have dinner tonight, and it'll be awesome. In the meantime, back to fishing. Another beautiful walleye. He is going to be good eating. Nice. There is everything I need to go camping. Pillow, air mattress, tarp, cook kit, and here is a sleeping bag, clothes, and a backup mattress. So that's everything that comes on the bike, plus an axe. And I use that same setup. Doesn't matter if I'm going for 10 days or 2 days. Stays the same. Moto camping. Everything came off the bike and it's all set. Alright, camp's all set up. Had a great day fishing, caught a whole bunch of fish. Didn't take long to get set up here. And now we're going to chill out at the campsite for a while, and I'm going to get a fire started in a few minutes. And then it's time for a fish fry, and it's going to be awesome.